Hey there, David here, the head coach from the Body Shapers, which pretty much means I just help women drop fat, tone up, and ultimately take control of their body. In this video today, I actually want to help you out with a really tricky subject that is all about carbohydrates and carbs and a little bit of confusion around that matter. And simply because when I deal with lots of new women in my facility who want to come and transform their body, I find carbs one of the most confusing topics, and it ultimately comes up a lot in people wanting to know, can they eat them, how much they can eat. A lot of people have tried low carb diets. People just want to know what the deal is with carbs. So I want to really just help you understand that and ultimately actually show you how you can even eat more carbs but actually still lose weight. Because I think that's probably what a lot of people would love to get out of, carbs and with their diet. So firstly, if you've tried a low carb diet in the past, typically what we find is people lose weight very quick at first. They drop a lot of weight initially, first couple of weeks, and then it gets tricky. Then it gets hard to actually maintain it. And the reason that you lose the weight fast is actually mainly water weight, because carbohydrates hold water when you eat them, and by depleting yourself of carbohydrates, you'll deplete yourself of water. And that's why often you'll find a lot of weight loss early on, but it's not actually body fat loss, it's just water loss. And once this slows down, that's when the weight loss progress typically slows down. So that's why low carb diets at first give the illusion of a lot of weight loss, but generally it's not actually body fat. Now, from there, it's hard to actually know for a lot of people, should I be eating carbs or not? Again, some people swear by the low carb, some people say you need to keep them, some people say it's in the middle. Typically what I use as a bit of a guideline is using, your approximate weight loss that you want or your body fat percentage as a guide. So typically, the higher your body fat percentage, the more weight you have to lose. You generally have to have a little bit less on the carb side. This is simply because your body's a little bit more insulin resistant because of your body fat. So typically you don't handle your carbs as well and you're more likely to store them as fat. As you get leaner, as you lose your body fat, you can actually eat more carbs because you're increasing your insulin sensitivity, which again just means that you're more likely to not store fat when you eat carbs. It's more likely to go to your muscles and actually be used for energy. So if you've got a lot of weight to lose, high body fat, you may need to go lower carb at first. But as you actually lose body fat, you can actually eat more carbs. And that's pretty damn exciting if you ask me, knowing that you don't have to avoid carbs for your entire life. Now, there are actually other ways we can eat more carbs on top of that right now. First way we can do that is actually by doing weights training with quite a high intensity, proper structured resistance training with weights. The reason for this is that's going to use up our muscle glycogen stores, which are essentially stored carbohydrates in our muscles that fuel weight workouts. So if you want to be able to eat more carbs straight away, go hit the weights, go smash a couple of full body weight sessions, you'll deplete your muscle glycogen, and when you eat bread, rice, pasta, your favorite carbs, it's actually going to be used to help replenish that stored muscle glycogen. So that's one way you can actually eat a little bit more carbs straight off the bat. Number two is actually with the timing of those carbs. So what do I mean by that? Around our workouts is when our body's most insulin sensitive, simply meaning that when we eat carbs around that time, they're more likely to, again, replenish that muscle glycogen and not be stored as fat. So if you actually time your carbohydrates around your workouts, it's actually more likely for you to use those carbs to replenish the muscle glycogen, not store fat, and ultimately still lose body fat, tone up, while eating more carbs. Whereas eating them other times in the day, you don't have such a good chance of that occurring. Now, it's probably not as important as your total calories and your total amount, but it actually can help quite a bit, especially if you're a little bit more insulin resistant, meaning slightly higher body fat. So there's two ways you can actually eat more carbs straight off the bat. Hit your weights training and then time your carbs just around your workouts. And as I said, your ultimately total amount you're gonna have is depending upon your body fat, and as you actually drop that down, you can actually eat more and more carbs, which is really exciting. It's almost the light at the end of the tunnel, if you will. So I really hope that helped you understand a little bit more about how you can use carbs best to help with your goals. If you feel like you're just struggling a little bit more with that and want clearer guidance and you really want to take control of your body, then the best thing for you to do would actually be click above at an opportunity we have for our Female Fat Furnace program. This is a 4-week body transformation where our promise is simply to knock off body fat, get you toning up, and get you on track with your diet and training. It's an ultimate program, and if you actually click on the link above, you can see some of the other results we've got with past ladies who've taken on this transformation. So if you really want help with that, click above, check it out. We're more than happy to help you out. But I hope this video helped you understand your carbs a bit more and help you take control of your body. That's all for now. Thanks.